Hey, how's it going? I'm Tyler, and I'm doing two glove reviews today. So first off, here I have my newest glove. It's a Rawlings Heart of the Hide Pro 1 MTC model. It's 11.5 inches. It's got the modified trapeze web, super durable, and me personally, I think it's the best looking web design, just from a look standpoint. And I know I'm not going to have to worry about relacing the glove that often like I would with an I web or an H web. So this is something that's definitely going to last a long time. Heart of the Hide gloves retail for about 200 bucks, no matter where you get it. I was lucky. I was browsing eBay one day and I stumbled across this. It's an older model, I think back from like 2006, and I just got it over this summer. Had it a couple months. Basically brand new. It just didn't have any of the original tags or packaging or anything. But it was sold as is right now for 130, and I jumped on it. I couldn't let that deal go by. It's exactly what I wanted. It's all one color. I'm not a huge fan of like the new mesh that you see on some of the Heart of the Hides. Not a fan of like bicolor gloves. You know, some are like this color on the inside and then black on the outside, and all different kinds of color combinations. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like this. I think looks classic, looks classy, and most of all, it is a little heavy, but this web isn't that popular with the majors, other than pitchers. You're not going to see too many infielders wearing this pattern, this style of web. But other than that, I love everything about the glove. I do a lot of research on gloves. I've had a lot of gloves. I've played baseball my whole life. And this is by far the best I've ever had, especially for that price. It makes a great pop. It's not completely broken in the way I want it to yet. I mean, I haven't used it in a game or anything. I mean, the ball's in there pretty secure. It's in the pocket exactly the way I want it. It just hasn't gotten to that point yet where the fingers, naturally fall and close up the rest of the glove. But that comes in time. You just got to keep hammering the pocket. I don't use any oil to break in my gloves. I feel like over time the glove becomes dependent on the oil. And then at that point, you're just going to find yourself oiling it over and over and over again, and that's what makes the glove flimsy and then ineffective. So the best experience I've had with gloves is just wearing them, playing catch with them as much as possible, and then when it gets to that point, you bring them in the game, and it's exactly the way you want it to feel. It's going to wrap around your hand real nice. It's going to be unique to your hand. Someone else is going to put it on, and they're going to, it's not going to feel right, but it's going to feel perfect on you. And that's what I love about this glove. It's already fit to my hand. It's just a matter of, loosening up some of these finger stalls, and the pocket is just going to naturally expand and loosen up over time as you just keep playing catch with it and playing with it in games. And that's what I look forward to. I don't recommend doing anything like bending the fingers back drastically to loosen it up. I don't believe in that. That's just going to get the glove really flimsy over time. But yeah, as far as performance, I've played catch with it a few times. It has the best pop out of any glove I've ever had. Even though it wasn't broken in, and it's still not broken in. It is still easy to catch the ball. It's just not so much securely. Like I said, it's not completely closed all the way yet. But it's going to get to that point. So I'd say, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is definitely either a 9 or a 10. By far. Definitely by far. It's got, the classic deer tan cowhide lining and then the sheep pelt up on top for the extra comfort. It's just superior leather, and for the price, you can't beat it. This next one is my first basement. I've had it a little over 2 years now. It's a Nokona Bloodline. Retails for about $280. It's supposedly supposed to compete with the Rawlings Pro Preferred and then like the Wilson A2K. Those are all like $300 gloves. I'm happy I have the glove, and I'm happy I bought it when I did. But in hindsight, it's definitely not worth $280. it's a lesser quality glove than the Heart of the Hide. And the reason I say that is because I've had it for 2.5 years, and it's completely broken in, but I feel like it's at the end of its life already. And that's because the pocket is just become so large and so broken in. And the way Nokona produces this style of web, it's called the H-web, there's no real way to tighten it. The lace runs, it's hard to explain. See these two parts go into the glove and are just one string. And then it goes down here, and this one goes up here. And it's the same thing on the other side. So there's no real way to tighten it. You have to do everything through here. And it's just an awkward way to tighten a mitt. And it wasn't effective for me. So basically, the looser it gets, and it's going to get looser and more broken in as you go. There's no turning back. You know, other gloves, you are able to tighten the web and tighten the laces. And this glove, it's just not meant, it wasn't designed to do that. And I was very disappointed in that because it's become too loose and too clumsy for my liking. It is great. It would be great for softball, I would imagine, because it is so big. But now, pros of the glove, it is super soft, entire way around. Nokona does make a great product. The Bloodline uses a certain type of leather. It's called CTX leather, and I have no idea what that means. I'd like to think that because the glove is so expensive that it is a natural, animal hide. I don't want anything, tampered with or some kind of imitation leather, because that would be really disappointing. But I don't think it is. It's broken in really well. It is super soft. It never dries out. It doesn't get those cracks that you see in some older gloves. It's broken in. It is flexible and you can form it, but it's not flimsy. It gets pretty small as you close it. And then when you open it up, you just see, you really get to see how big it is. So if you like that style of gloves, you like the big pocket and really soft. It is very lightweight. It's very roomy. There's a lot of room on the inside. See that? And that's due to this tightening mechanism. It's not that great. You just pull it, and that's about as tight as it can go, and it doesn't make much of a difference. So you need some pretty, solid size hands if you want to wear this glove comfortably. Other than that, I just think it's a little overpriced, but it is a very good glove. And I would not recommend it unless you do want the roomier clunky glove, or the high-end softball mitt, I guess. So yeah, those are my two gloves. Those are my two favorite gloves. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.